You put this in a tree to kill somebody. That, when I studied forestry, as most of you know, we didn't even study this because it didn't exist back when I was in forestry school. It was only when eco terrorism, and particularly that involved with the national forests, hit its peak.
This is James Rich, U.S. Senator of Iowa, trying to block one of President Biden's picks from becoming the next lead player at the Bureau of Land Management. Why, you might ask?
Some of my friends that I've talked with in Congress here have said, well, she made a mistake 30 years ago. This is not a mistake. This is a knowing, willful, intentional act done with a black, abandoned, and malignant heart intended to kill a fellow human being. This is not a mistake. A mistake is when you reach in your sock drawer in the morning and take out 2 socks that don't match. This is an intentional act for which people are sent to prison and should be.
The Biden pick in question is accused of eco terrorism. Rich views eco terrorism as a significant threat, despite FBI websites from 2015 that shows narco-terrorism, foreign terrorism, and domestic terrorism as significant over eco terrorism. Welcome to Nitpickers and Pitch Hitters, where I pitch an idea and then nitpick it. My name is Sean Holmes. Today we're going to be reviewing the subject of eco terrorism and the silly ways media, or specifically Hollywood, chooses to portray the significance of eco-terrorism. More accurately, the dumb ways eco-terrorism is portrayed in Hollywood movies, films, and shows. Starting with number 5. The most egregious in television writing oversight comes from the writers of a show called Stargirl on CW Network. No, I'm not talking about the Stargirl actress played by Sarah Gray, but instead the new Stargirl actress acted by Breck Bessinger. Sorry if I butchered the name. Season 1 of Stargirl ended with Courtney and her team discovering the villain's plot of eco-terrorism using Dragon Man's satellite, Brainwave's telepathic ability to control people, and the gambler's tech skills. The villain's scheme in the Stargirl show used Brainwave's power to manipulate the thoughts of people by targeting the citizens of Blue Valley, where Stargirl lived and her team lived. The issue with this was that Brainwave's power had a negative side effect. It can kill those who resist his telepathic brainwashing. And too much strain on the use of Brainwave's gift could also lead to his own death or various different health issues. With a powerful weapon like Brainwave, why reprogram everyone in Blue Valley to accomplish said goals? Especially if the overuse of Brainwave's powers might result in his own death. Why not use a logical approach by reprogramming a few politicians? Since most of the characters, including the lead villain character on Brainwave's team, don't mind hurting politicians. Most people understand that politicians affect laws that govern people. And targeting a smaller group reduce Brainwave's health risk and the result of innocent life in Blue Valley. Number 4, the scenes from Aquaman the movie are stunning and worth praising. However, Aquaman is on this list because the movie never clearly showed why the character of Orm and the people of Atlantis wanted to go to war with the surface world. Sure, Orm hinted with his comments that his disdain for humanity stems from environmental reasons, but it's hard to tell if humanity was trashing Atlantis given the beauty of it. Hopefully, assuming the rumors are true about a MCU Namor movie, Disney will show why their version of Atlantis wants to go to war with the surface world. Number 3, Mutant X, which has no relation to X-Men comics, focuses on 4 individuals with powers created by a scientist trying to better humanity. For a 2001-2004 TV series, Mutant X wasn't a bad show. The one episode I take issue with in Mutant X is episode 12, season 2. Episode Destiny's End tried to use the concept of eco-terrorism in a love story between the recurring character, Emma, played by actress Lauren Lee Smith, and the eco-terrorist. The plot was about villains sabotaging companies that pollute by targeting factories. This attempt shows that Hollywood is not only obsessed with bringing unnecessary attention to eco-terrorism, they're obsessed with making anything connected to environmental antagonists as stupid. The stupidity in the Mutant X episode of focus here is the idea that pollution will stop if a few factories are vandalized. Most companies in real life have insurance that kicks in when disasters happen, making the Mutant X episode in question here stupid. One avenue that could have been taken is if the terrorists or eco-terrorists in Mutant X were both saboteurs and stock players on the stock market. Sabotaging a company while betting against them on the market is an efficient, evil way to crush a company. Not that I've tried to do it, of course. Number 2, Kingsman tapped into the love for movies like James Bond and Jason Bourne by redirecting movie fans' attention to a different type of hero that acts under a different set of rules. Kingsman was an entertaining movie, but it contains fallacies and logic errors that create an incoherent environment for a decent conversation on eco-terrorism. Some of the issues with Kingsman included misuse of firearms, calendar errors, and other issues. The final focus for this conversation is the movie Batman and Harley Quinn. The Harley Quinn character was the shining focus of interest in this Batman movie. At early parts of the Batman movie, Harley is recruited by Batman and Nightwing to stop her friend Ivy and DC's villain Jason Woodrow from destroying humanity as eco-terrorists. The movie did overuse the concept of eco-terrorism and it had logic errors, but none of that ruined the entertainment qualities of the film. What was disappointing about this Batman film was the 2-minute appearance of DC character Swamp Thing. Warner Brothers, how dare you give a popular character like Swamp Thing an inadequate time slot in a Batman movie about eco-terrorism? This concludes this video for today. If you have any questions, thoughts, or opinions, please place them in the opinion box down below. Thank you.